working better now? All right. We are cooking with gas. Welcome to the banquet tonight. I'm Zach Sudbury.
And I'm Maggie Boyles.
We're the representatives from the students.
Yes, we were really chuffed because we were selected and elected by our peers.
And I don't know what that word means. Chuffed? There it is. So moving right along, I didn't actually know tonight what had a theme, so I don't have any red. Maggie went all out. A lot of you went all out. You look really good. I love the hat. But once I found out that the theme was the big red banquet and capitalism or communism, and all that, right? But it kind of works because it's kind of sponsored by Big Red, right? So it's communism, but it's like U.S. communism. It's really just capitalism, just red. So
It's still communism. This is part of Lenin's plan.
there you go. We want to thank the Lauren Kennedys for making the place look gorgeous. And along those lines, they really kind of set us up for some great jokes because the chandelier is flat, and that would set us up for jokes about, you know, Kansas or somebody's syllabus or the season. But none of those. But my point is that none of those really work because we have a great season.
Yeah, actually, we actually wrote a lot of really nasty jokes, but then we realized we were actually incredibly pleased with how everything has gone the last year, and we didn't really want to use any of them, and I'm graduating, so I'm leaving on a high note.
And I'm going to be around for the next 2-3 years, so if things get bad, then I'll bring those jokes out.
Yeah, some of the things that we were really pleased with this year was the introduction of the 302 Masterclass and the 120 Public Speaking class, both of which were hugely successful.
Like I said, we actually did have a great season, and one of the highlights for me of the season, a show that I actually got to work on a little bit, a little tiny bit, was Raisin in the Sun. The first time that this department put on that magazine class.
And we're also very, very pleased with the department because it's going to continue in selecting more shows with greater diversity for next season, which will be very representative of our student body. We're very pleased with that.
It's very exciting.
And finally, one last thing that we wanted to give a shout out to was it was an incredibly fecund year for the department with Zach.
For those who don't know, fecund, I had to look this up. It's fertile, but for mammals.
Yes.
So there's been a lot of reproduction. Sorry.
Yeah, Zach, he had a child, or his wife had a child, and Dave and Lynn.
Not together.
Well, no, like yeah, and
With their parts.
Lynn's is not here yet, but it's coming. So. And finally, I am pleased to present the chair of the theatre department, Dr. Michelle Leon.
Oh, that sounds so cool when you say it.
Dr. Leon.
Good evening, everyone. I want to start with a big welcome to the 2015 Theater Banquet, the Big Red Meal. So first, let me hear a big round of applause for our undergraduates. If you're a first-time undergraduate here at the banquet, raise your hands. Give them some applause. Excellent. And if you're graduating, let me see hands up. And graduate students, who's here, graduate students? Woo! Welcome, our graduate students. I would also like to hear a big round of applause for our donors, our friends, and our supporters who are here tonight. Among our very special super supporters of the theater is Provost Jeff Vitter and his wife Sharon. Thank you for coming. I'd also like to welcome our Associate Dean of the School of Class and the Director of the School of the Arts, our very own Henry Bile. I want to welcome new staff and faculty. This year marks the first full year for new faculty member Jane Barnett and visiting Assistant Professor Kelly Vogel. They already said it. Thank you, Lauren Kennedys. I'm expecting a great party. Let the banquet begin.
Like that, I knew you would.
Hello! Welcome to the banquet. Okay. Welcome to the 13th Annual Fitting Awards presentation. I was remiss in the program. I should have corrected it, but it is now called the Dolores Ringer Fitting Award. For those of you who do not know Dolores Ringer, she was a scenography professor for many years here. She was disciplined, she was professional, and I thought it was very appropriate that we name this award after her from now on. It was started at the suggestion of her, and we tend to give it in a lighthearted manner, but it really stands for and encourages the collaborative and professional behavior that help define good theater. Each year the awards go to the shows with the best attendance at costume fittings. And we have two categories, one for the smaller shows and one for the larger shows, and in the event of a tie, the show with the lowest number of actors who are late to fittings will win. And we would like to have the stage managers, if they're present, step up and receive these beautiful traveling trophies. Okay. All right. So, first, the award to the show with less than 25 fittings. And the nominees are Proof with 7 fittings, Gabriel Alanis, stage manager. The Big Meal with 22 fittings, Jake Dutton, stage manager. The Last Cyclist with 20 fittings, Megan Lethbridge, stage manager. And A Raisin in the Sun with 18 fittings, Gabriel Alanis, stage manager.
And the winner is? The winners are Proof with no missed fittings and 1 tardy, Gabriel, and The Last Cyclist with no missed fittings, 1 tardy, Megan.
Okay. Wait, we gotta read the nominees. And now the award to the show with 25 or more fittings. And the nominees are Kansas Classical Repertory Theater with 55 fittings. Yeah. Billy Dameron, stage manager. Tovarish with 32 fittings. Katie Turkolo, stage manager. Flora, the Red Menace, with 25 fittings. Katie Turkolo, stage manager. And The Marriage of Figaro with 72 fittings. April Richardson, stage manager.
And the winner is Tovarish. Katie was perfect attendance.
That's amazing. Yeah, you
Hello, my name is Del Unruh, and I'm here to present the Brian Tenek Davis Award, which is for excellence in makeup and hair design. This is given by Professor Emeritus Jed Davis, who most of you probably don't know. Let me tell you that Jed Davis was a professor here for many, many years. He was also an international and national award winner in the field of children's theater. Indeed, the field of children's theater was partly due to his efforts. So, here to present the award today is his daughter, Julie. Julie?
Thank you all.
Do you want me to read it?
I got it. The winner is Alexandra Reed.
Good evening. We're here to present the Ethel Hines Birch Award for the Outstanding GTA in Theater. I'm Rebecca Rovitz. I'm Kelly Vogel. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, we are going to award three recipients this year. The first award is going to go to a new GTA, and we are going to give the award for her excellence in teaching lighting production. That goes to Leah Mazer.
Let's go to the next. We're going to now give the award to the returning GTA. So we have two of them. So Kelly.
Okay, so this award goes to a person for her excellence in teaching makeup design. That goes to Pamela Rodriguez.
We have another returning GTA. She's shown great dedication to the noble cause of pedagogy here. Rachel Blackburn, come on. Teach Kelly.
I'm glad everyone made it to the communist banquet. I think perhaps next year a fascist banquet might be more efficient. It's my pleasure to present the Glenn Bickel Award. Glenn Bickel was my predecessor here by 30-odd years and a highly regarded staff member here. And as fitting as it would be to award this for service in technical theater to Jim Peterson this year, I believe there's other plans for that. The person who's going to receive this award is someone who's worked with all of our productions here this year in many capacities. Connor Lumpkin.
Dr. Andrew Subaki and his wife Lily created the Andrew and Lily Subaki Award in 2000. Dr. Subaki was an international scholar in our department, as well as East Asian languages and cultures. That's why I went to get my glasses, okay. He was director of the International Theater Studies Center and director of International Classical Theater. He became professor emeritus in 2000 and, much to our loss, passed away in 2009. The Andrew and Lily Subaki Award is designed to provide a financial supplement to a theater student who plans to participate in a study abroad program devoted to theater. This year's recipient will be traveling overseas to West Africa in order to work with an organization that helps teach oppressed communities about reproductive rights, public health, sexuality, and other important social issues through interactive theater. This year's winner of the Andrew and Lily Subaki Award is Emily Schwartz-Berkeley.
Time to set my props. I am here to present the Front of House Awards. First up is the Usher Hall of Fame, and that recognizes excellence in the field of ushering since 2014. I won't go through my big speech of the importance of ushering, but I will say that people are selected by the house managers and myself either for a single act of going above and beyond the call of duty or for service throughout the entire season. And it's a larger class than usual because we have so many people leaving us. There will be 7 inductees. The returning students will receive their own personalized usher tag to encourage them to come back and usher for us even more often. And the ones who are leaving us are going to receive what they will hopefully think are nifty, personalized University Theater dog tags. So, this year's inductees are Amanda Gerber, okay, Jalen Glennemeyer, Michaela Miller, Jamie Bessie, Megan Lethbridge, Orlando Newton, and help us all, Thomas Tong. I'm in charge of programs. I get names right. Speaking of programs, that brings us to the Murphy Cup. Or I guess I'm hearing it's actually being called the Candy Bowl. Anyway, the Murphy Cup recognizes those productions that do the best job of supporting the production office in the marketing and the administrative tasks that go along with doing a production. And points are awarded for various things like doing poster routes, turning in headshots on time, turning in the poster copy, or the program copy, lots of stuff that we have to work with. And we really appreciate how much work goes into it and the help that we get. And there are 2 cups, one for small cast, one for large. The small cast is going to go this year to Proof. Of course, it goes to the stage manager and the assistant director. The stage manager of Proof is Gabe Alanese.
We didn't have
Didn't have an assistant director.
All for you, baby.
And for the large cast, it goes to Tovarish.
You gotta come. I didn't know.
Please share the candy with your cast, your crew, anyone you want to. Just bring back the cups to 317 Murphy. No, wait, I want
Good evening. My name is Marie Willis, and I have the privilege tonight to represent Janet Riley, who is, I'm sure, a good friend of most of you, as she is a good friend of mine. She was unable to be here tonight to explain this award, which she established in 1991 in honor and memory of her husband, Gerhard Zuther. This is called the Gerhard Zuther Memorial Award for Script Writing. And Gerhard was a professor of English here at the University of Kansas for many years. And for about 5 years, he was also the chair of that department. But most of his heart was given over to theater, because Gerhard taught courses in Shakespeare and modern drama, and he loved the university theater and to come and support the faculty, the staff, the students, the plays. He found a home here. Janet is also a great supporter, patron of the arts, patron of theater. She was the president of Froth. She was a board member for many years. And of course, she was a stalwart employee of the University of Kansas, I think for about 40 years. I'm not quite sure of that, but I think it was maybe even 45 years, because my husband was here for 30 years, and they came at the same time, and I think she lasted 10 years longer than he did. At any rate, she was a budget officer for the University of Kansas, and as I said, she was a great supporter. This award, as I understand it, was available to either an undergraduate or a graduate student, but somebody who is very committed to script writing or playwriting. And the terms, I guess, were that you had to submit a one-act play for review by the faculty who voted on this. And so I'll turn this over to Jane, and she can go from here and tell you who won this award.
I had the great privilege of reading all of the scripts. These were 10-page excerpts of scripts that took me to all sorts of places and all sorts of interesting scenarios, many of which had to do with men and women and their relationships. Some of which took me into a prison, which was more men and men. But all of them were quite good. I will say that the one that actually stood out because of the theatricality and the potential of the piece. The piece had overlapping dialogue that I could see staged in multiple different ways and really embraced the possibilities of the stage. So this year, the award for playwriting goes to Dr. Danny Devlin.
Good evening. I'm Kirsten Flory. I'm the president of Friends of the Theater, or FROTH as we like to call it. And it is my pleasure to present the Friends of the Theater Scholarship this evening to a student who has touched almost every area of the University of Kansas Theater Department. The student is a native of Kansas, and when I was looking through this person's resume and application, I love surprises, so I'm trying not to give it away. I'll make my comments pretty short. The student has a passion for the production and design side that has molded their educational pursuits to seek a career in theater management. The mission of FROTH is to support the students, faculty, and staff of the University Theater through enhancing their learning opportunities, and we feel that this hardworking student is well deserving of this scholarship as it will continue to allow them to grow as a creator of the arts. I do have a request of all of you, especially those of you that are graduating. As you go off and prosper in your world, wherever theater takes you, we hope that someday you'll be a FROTH member. So this is what you get to do when you grow up. You get to support your university theater and remember your alma mater. So without further ado, I am pleased to present Jake Dutton with the Friends of the Theater Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. I am so pleased to introduce you to my friend, Harvey Bodker. Harvey has become a very dear friend of our program, and he is a patron of the arts in Kansas City and in Lawrence. He has been supportive of many, many theaters, Johnson County, Theater Lawrence, and so we're just very pleased to have him as part of our group. This is the first year for him to give the Harvey S. Bodker Theater Scholarship. And it's going to an undergraduate performer, particularly focused on someone in musical theater. And so with that, I'll let Harvey introduce the first recipient.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here. I'm not usually facing the crowd. I'm usually the crowd facing the speaker. But this resume and letter of application just blows me away, so to speak. This young lady is doing a phenomenal job, and I'll have to tell you the name and then tell you a couple things about her, because otherwise it would give it away. The first recipient is Lily Lancaster. Congratulations. So let me just tell you a couple brief things. Of the list of all the productions she's been a part of, either behind the scenes or out in front, I had the privilege of being at the first one and the last one here. La Boheme in the spring of 2013, and Flora the Red Menace. She did a phenomenal job of dancing in that, and I was just here for that a few weeks ago. And the other thing is the very first sentence here. I hope she won't mind my reading the first sentence, because if we could all live our lives by this mantra, it would be amazing. As a member of the theater department, there are a couple things that I have brought. I live with vivacity and make sure that everyone I come in contact with receives a dose of my enthusiasm for life. God bless you.
Hello. I'm not very tall. This is my fake height tonight. So I'm Nicole Hodges Pursley, and this is a great honor to present this award. This is the Joseph R. Roach Dissertation Award, which is very special. Joseph R. Roach is an alumni of our program, class of that shall not be named, but is one of our most distinguished scholars in the field of theater. He is now at Yale University. He is a supporter of our program to such a degree he's on our board. And he has inspired many of us who are faculty here. And this award was started by his wife to honor him on his birthday, I think in 2007. So it's a very lovely gift, a gift that keeps on giving to our graduate students. It's given to help graduate students in the research or writing phase of their work. And I feel very privileged to have worked with this student. She is a hard worker, and she is determined, and she has a wonderful project. And this year's recipient is Amanda Boyle. She is not with us this evening, so I will accept this on her behalf, just like the Academy Award.
Everyone, I have the pleasure of introducing members this evening here of the New Theater Guild. Many of you know the New Theater in Kansas City, Dinner Theater, with a wonderful program. They are a great supporter of KU Theater. They also support scholarships at UMKC and UCMO, Central Missouri, but we're their favorite. And I've been told, but I bet they say that to all the schools. This remarkable group of people under the New Theater Guild Scholarship Committee they are remarkable in their support of young people entering the theater, and I would like to introduce them up to the stage now to award the 5 scholarships they are giving this year to students at KU. So I'll start with Melissa Cooper, who is our KU liaison from the Scholarship Committee. And I'd like to welcome to the stage, hi Melissa, Linda Kahn McGibbon, who is the president of the New Theater Guild Scholarship Association. And we have Dick Horn, past president. Dick is going to come on up here. And we've got new people. We've got Bill and Penny Gamm, who are the sponsors of the new William and Penny Gamm Scholarship from the New Theater Guild. And Seth McClintock, who is the chair of the Scholarship Committee. Seth, how are you doing? And last but not least, we have Dodie Brown, the founder of the New Theater Guild. Take it away, guys. I'm going to stay over here and give you
As Kathy stated, we give 5 scholarships. And we have a new one this year. It's for Bill and Penny Gamm. Let me tell you a little about Bill. Bill is a graduate of Shawnee Mission High School. Then he went on to go to Hollywood, where he spent 46 years in creating movie posters and advertising for more than 500 films, and worked with people like Walt Disney, Charlie Chaplin, Alfred Hitchcock, John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and Cary Grant. His wife, Penny, grew up in Shawnee Mission and graduated with a master's degree in communication for disorder from the California State University. Bill.
I'm also a graduate of the University of Kansas. I've worked on over 5,000 films. But, this is just a pleasure. We love KU, and we're just trying to find some way we could repay everything. And Dodie got us involved in New Theater, and here we are. Our first scholarship goes to, this is time to do this. Yeah, go ahead. Pamela Rodriguez Montero.
Hi, it's really a pleasure to be here with you. We're so excited because we are your biggest fans. We really are. Everything we do, we keep you in mind. And so it's my honor to present the New Theater Guild Scholarship Award to Rachel Eliza Blackburn.
Well, I'm Dick Horn, past president of the Guild, and I can't really say that you all are my favorite. However, I graduated from KU, my wife graduated from KU, my oldest son graduated from KU, my youngest son graduated from KU, so go Hawks. Well, it's my pleasure to tonight to award the Guild's Don Knotts Scholarship. Don Knotts was an American comedic actor best known for his portrayal as Barney Fife on The Andy Griffith Show, a role which earned him 5 Emmys. He also played the landlord Ralph Furley in the sitcom Three's Comedy. And in 1996, TV Guide ranked him 27th on its 50 greatest TV stars of all time list. Locally, he appeared several times at the New Theater several productions, including On Golden Pond with Dodie Brown and Harvey. So this year's Don Knotts Scholarship Award goes to Aiden Paul Lindholm.
Hello, my name is Melissa Cooper. I'm Dodie's daughter. And I'm here to present her award, Dodie Myers Brown Scholarship. As you know, it's Mother's Day weekend, so I would be amiss if I didn't say I love you very much. I'm very proud to be your daughter, and I love you. So the award goes to, obviously for great talent, is, I think I have it right, Brianna Renee Woods. Thank you so much.
Consider that my award to have my daughter up there saying that, oh. And I must say, I have to tell you, I'm a graduate of KU too, and I was in the music department, but after all, it's all arts. But the thing is that this group just exudes with community. My gosh, you have a great connection with each other and everything. And I think when you talked about energy, your leader here started it off. She is an excellent example of what you've all turned into, if you ask me. I think it's good. And I also have to tell you that before I present this award, that mentioning Don Knotts also touched my heart because I did 8 shows with Don and traveled all over the Eastern Seaboard with him. And he was, you know, even though you think of him as Barney Fife, he's probably the finest actor I think I ever really worked with, because he always, the reason he was so good as Barney Fife is he could become, and he became whatever it was. And I did On Golden Pond with him, and people would say, we were going to go on tour, and people in New York would say, oh, Barney Fife could never play that role, and so we never did get to do that. Although, the thing about Don, he also was blind. Nobody knew that. He had macular to the degree, he only had like 30% vision. And no matter where you were, what you did, he could always find you on stage. And I really, truly loved that man. He was wonderful, wonderful to work with. And he would say, Dodie, if only you'd come to California when you were young, what, by God, what you could have been. He was wrong. But I'm up here tonight to present the award, the Dick Carruthers and Dennis Hennessy Scholarship Award. They are the owners of the new dinner theater in Kansas City that we represent. And I'm founder of that, which is like your Froth group. And our group decided to go into the scholarship business, and we've been very happy about how we've done this. We now are awarding 5 scholarships to 3 of the different universities. We'd like to be able to give you more money, but until we raise more money, we won't be able to do that. But the other night we had a benefit, and one of your, what was Avery? Was he a...
Eric Avery was a student, Eric Avery.
Eric Avery came, and do you all know who I mean? He was a guest here on the campus for a couple of weeks, Eric Avery. Well, I was very impressed. He came up to me, and this is what really, it was a life wonder for me. And he said, I'm anxious to say hello to you because 9 years ago, I received the Dodie Brown Myers Scholarship. And I am now in this field, working here at the university. I tell you, it validated our whole program to me, all the work I do. No, I do not. No, I don't. Anyhow, thank you so much, and I want to tell you, I called Richard and Dennis tonight. The person receiving this scholarship is an actress, and I had told them, is there anything they'd like for me to say to this person? Well, first of all, they're very sorry they were not able to come tonight, and they are anxious to meet whoever and whatever field that the scholarship turns out to be. And I would like to present it to an actress, Abigail Rose Sharp. I hope she comes and works for them one day. So, thank you. Good luck. I hope you come and meet them. I'm sure you will. Oh, incidentally, this is the greatest group of huggers I've ever met.
Let's hear it for everybody from the New Theater Guild, everybody. Fabulous support. Kathy Pryor's up next, and she's going to talk about the Lauren Kennedys.
Before I announce the Lauren Kennedys for next year, I would just like to thank the Lauren Kennedys that worked for us this year. They were fabulous, and of course, we would not have tonight had it not been for what they have put together. So all of you, would you please stand up, the Lauren Kennedys from this year. Okay, the Lauren Kennedys for 2015-16 are Gabriel Alanis, Jake Dutton, Sophia Hale, Bianca Jimenez, Brandon Kamshaharath, Phil Morrow, and Michael Waison.
Last year, the actress Barbara Eden and her husband established the John T. Eichholz and Barbara Eden Acting Scholarship here at KU. All of us know Barbara Eden, yes, master, the star of the television show I Dream of Jeannie, a stage actress and veteran of more than 40 films and television movies. John Eichholz, her husband, is a passionate Jayhawk. He's a KU alumnus and a real estate developer and has decided to honor his wife, Barbara, with this scholarship. The scholarship provides a full ride to a student studying to be, for a year, for a student studying to be a professional actor in the Department of Theater. The winner is selected by faculty members through an audition and application process. Above all, the award is meant to encourage students of outstanding talent and future potential. I want to thank all the students who attended the auditions this year. Our decision, believe me, was a difficult one. This year, the John T. Eichholz and Barbara Eden Scholarship for 2015-16 goes again to Jacqueline Nishba.
Good evening. My name is Henry Bile. I'm the director of the School of the Arts. And I can tell you that there are a few arts units and really few departments around the campus that have been as successful and at building relationships with our alumni, with our friends, with raising money to support students through scholarships of one kind or another. It's really an honor to be able to support students in this way, and we thank everyone who's a part of it. Now, I mention that because there are still 46 awards to be given out tonight. But I'm an administrator, you're taxpayers, my time is your time. So with the assistance of Danny and Scott, I am going to attempt to give out 40 awards in 3 minutes. Zach, can you keep time?
Yes.
You're going to keep time.
Gotcha.
The only way this is going to work is if you really and truly, no backsies, hold your applause till the end. All right, everybody ready? Away we go. The David E. Blackwell Scholarship to Kelly Simons. The David E. Blackwell Scholarship to Gabe Alanis. The Margaret and Suzanne Calvin Bouchon Scholarship to Ron Esfandiari. The Alan Crafton Scholarship, Krista Jarbo. Julie Cameron Gittmer Scholarship, Amanda Boyle. The Donald and Betty Dixon Scholarship to Kevin Seiss. The Donald and Betty Dixon Scholarship to Ethan Mallon. The Donald and Betty Dixon Scholarship to Elizabeth Mitz. The Patricia Joyce Ellis Scholarship to Graham Wells. How are we doing? The Patricia Joyce Ellis Scholarship to Catherine Smeltzer. The Patricia Joyce Ellis Scholarship to Jake Miller. The Patricia Joyce Ellis Scholarship to Casey McNamara. The Patricia Joyce Ellis Scholarship to Jennifer Harmon. The Dorothy and Benjamin Glick Scholarship to Cale Morrow. The Ada Clark Hagen Scholarship to Zachary Sudbury. The Ada Clark Hagen Scholarship to Gina Sandy Diaz. The Richard Kelton Memorial Scholarship to Michael Wysong. The Lauren Kennedy Scholarship, Leah Mazur. Lauren Kennedy Scholarship, Abigail Smith. Lauren Kennedy, Sophia Hale. The John David Lentz Memorial Scholarship to Logan Redwell Fowler Jock. The Reinhold Family Scholarship to Alyssa Bowen. The Claire Reinhold Scholarship, Adrian Brothers. Stephanie Ann Smith Scholarship, April Richardson. Charles Buddy Rogers Scholarship, Alyssa Bowen. Charles Buddy Rogers Scholarship, Joshua Green. Charles Buddy Rogers Scholarship, the Bernadette Robinson Scholarship, Caitlin Schultz. The Ambrose Sarix Family Scholarship, Jeannie Tien. The Ambrose Sarix Family Scholarship, Christopher Martin. The Clarence Seaver Technical Theater Scholarship, Pamela Rodriguez Montero. Clarence Seaver Technical Theater Scholarship, Gabriel Alanis. The Sally Six Hirsch Scholarship, Adrian Fleming. Sally Six Hirsch Scholarship. Emily Schwerberger. Stephanie Ann Smith Memorial Scholarship. Connor Lumpkin. Alex and Craig Stevens Performing Arts Scholarship. Caitlin Schultz. Alex and Craig Stevens Performing Arts Scholarship. Gregory Williams. Alex and Craig Stevens Performing Arts Scholarship. Christoph Nevins. The Juanita Strait Scholarship. Michaela Mentz. And the Carrie Walgren Theater Scholarship to Joe Lelek.
Apples and pencils and count back with me. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Dream sequence.
Walter Lee, it's 7:30. Get on up now. You gotta go home and get to work. Apples! Pencils! Pencils! I said get on up now. It's 7:30. That is not your proof, Hal. What do you need, 50 cents or something? Let's go. It's 7:30. Get on out here to work.
I'm a bicycle. For Mother Russia! Love, 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 love.
That's a nice chandelier.
That is a nice chandelier.
Red box.
Meanwhile, in Greece. Aegisthus was wrong to have killed Agamemnon. I feel inspired to write something great. Thank you. Remember us.
Award this evening. This award is used to support an undergraduate senior from the Department of Theater who intends to travel to New York and make a career in the world of musical theater. This year's recipient is an incredible proficient and has a deep passion for and expertise in the world of musical theater. He's much beloved and well regarded for his warm spirit and his utter willingness, time and time again, to share his gifts, both as a singer and also as a phenomenal pianist. I personally have been the recipient of his generosity in working on new music, and he's accompanied classes when our beloved Ryan has been unable to do this. This year's award obviously goes to Baker Purdue.
I am so honored tonight to give away the Laura Louise Pryor Memorial Award. Of course, it's named after my mom. And we decided when Mom died in 2011 to start an award after her name because she absolutely adored this department. She came up once a month and from the time she was probably, 40, 50 years old until she was in her 80s, driving up here 2.5 hours every trip to see every show that she could. She absolutely loved theater students. She was so proud of the fact that I worked here. She loved all the faculty and staff. And so we named an award after her after she died in 2011. The criteria for this award is, of course, to be a contributor to the University Theater program and to be a good student, but also it's to be a generous and kind and loving person like she was, and also someone who really loves animals. Mom was a huge animal nut. She was the person who would bring home, we'd bring, birds that had broken wings and just the whole, typical story. She would take care of anything. So one of the criteria, of course, also is that they love animals. So we have the perfect recipient tonight. I'm so excited. She has, of course, been a huge contributor to the University Theater through many of her stage managing opportunities. She's gone to Greece. She's been the artistic director of GIST. And she loves animals. She has been a volunteer for the Humane Society and is a vegan. And you all know her and love her, Megan Lethbridge.
Lost my shoe.
Oh, hello again. It's my great pleasure to present the Jack B. Wright Award. Many of you did not have the pleasure of sitting in the presence of, I think, one of our most wonderful professors, Jack Wright, who was here from 1976 to 2010. I had the luxury of being with him for about a year. He was still one of my mentors when I directed Raisin in the Sun. This award is really for a student, undergraduate or graduate, who really embodies the spirit of the University Theater, someone who loves theater, loves acting, loves directing, and offers service to our department. So this year's recipient, with great pleasure, I offer it to Abby Hadel.
So, hi there. My name is, this is intense. My name is Jane Barnett, and I'm a new professor in this department. And I say that because some of you might not know me, and I just want to take a moment to say how lucky you all are. I came here from another institution where we worked so hard to divide scholarships that totaled for the entire year less than some of the scholarships that some of you are receiving as an individual basis. I just want to take a minute to acknowledge how amazing this particular community is. So I'm especially honored. With that said, some of you know I'm a dramaturg, which means that I'm especially honored to present this particular award, which is the Kolke Humanitarian Award. The Kolke Humanitarian Award is given every year in recognition of a student who is a scholar artist and who, like the man who inspired this award, embraces performance as a way of knowing and as a way of helping humanity become better than it already is. Like this year's recipient, Emeritus Professor William Kolke believes that the arts humanize us by helping us learn about others as well as ourselves. An award-winning teacher, Bill is a gifted storyteller, and he insists that telling stories is not just the playwright's job, but the job of the entire community. He is extremely intelligent, modest, noble, full of integrity, and tonight's recipient embodies these traits as well. I want to take a minute to acknowledge that this year has been a very challenging year for humanity. In the fall, we had Ferguson. In the spring, we had Baltimore. And the fall was when I taught for the first time here at Kansas while all of this was exploding around. This year's recipient was in one of my classes. And constantly in that class, this particular person helped bring attention in a gentle way to what was really happening without losing sight of that, no matter what we were talking about. And for that, I think this is a particularly important kind of award to honor that kind of tradition. The recipient tonight, she showed astute awareness, critical generosity, and incredible snark. Bill Kolke, although I don't know him, I have a feeling, would be very proud of all that you have accomplished at Kansas and wish you great fortune as you embark on your career in whatever direction you might go, Maggie Boyles.
Thank you, that's very nice. Yes, this is really interesting. It's so large. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about it, but please welcome Michael Wysong and Brody Horn as they perform an original song in recognition of students, faculty, and staff leaving the program.
Putting all my time, I can't put. Not much for me to do here soon. I'll be walking out that door. Seen a lot of friends and faces, a lot of laughs and a lot of kisses. But I can't stay here forever. Gotta see what else is in store. But you'll never hear me say goodbye, even though I'm not here. You'll never hear me say goodbye, even though I'm gone. You'll never hear me say I left you behind and watch you me. You'll never hear me say goodbye, even though I'm I know that I'll miss you, but I can't help but be glad. These memories that we shared are some of the best I've ever had. Through the good times and the bad times, through the fun times and the sad times. It's time for us to be going, but I can't feel it. 'Cause you'll never hear me say goodbye, even though you'll never hear me say goodbye, even though I'm gone. You'll never hear me say I left you behind, at least that's what you do. You'll never hear me say goodbye, even though I just can't forget you, no matter how hard I try. Wherever life takes you, I'm on your side. Never hear me say goodbye, even though never hear me say goodbye, even though I'm gone.
like that, they have a whole show of original music that they're performing tomorrow. At the Lead Center Pavilion at 8 o'clock. Tickets, no tickets, it's free. Free tickets.
Free. Show up.
Up next, Dr. Michelle Leon.
It's not only students leaving our program this year. I have the honor of wishing Amafalabo Soyinka Ajayi a hearty goodbye and best wishes for a wonderful retirement. Falabo came to KU in 1990 after receiving her PhD in English literature at the University of Ife in Nigeria and 2 years as a fellow at my alma mater, Cornell University. She was jointly appointed in theater and women, gender, and sexuality studies. Falabo has worked tirelessly as a teacher in both departments. She is an interdisciplinary scholar. Her teaching, research, and creative work, she's a performer, a choreographer, and a director, encompasses theater, performance, literary, and gender studies. Her theater courses have included Race in the American Theater, African dance, Myth and the Dramatist, and Postmodern Theory and Criticism. She's published a number of books, including 1998, Yoruba Dance, and dozens of articles and reviews. Her accomplishments as a teacher and scholar have been recognized in many ways, including being inducted into KU's Women's Hall of Fame and her presidency of the African Literature Association. Students, if you have taken a course with Falabo during your time here, count yourself lucky. You have studied with a truly extraordinary faculty member. Falabo, if you'd like to come up, we have a small token of appreciation for your many years of dedicated service to our department. Falabo, you will be missed. On behalf of the students of the Department of Theater, we wish you, the students, faculty, and staff of the Department of Theater, we wish you a happy retirement.
Thank you. It's been a wonderful 25 years. I've enjoyed being in the department. Theater is my love. I love theater a lot. And I've also had a very wonderful time in my other department, Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies. I'm leaving, but I'll be here. So I'm not saying goodbye. I'll still be in Lawrence. And you'll see me. Thank you so much. I thank the faculty and students.
This building, I believe, was dedicated in 1955. I may be wrong about that, but I don't care. I came here in 1977, and I think it is true to say that between the years 1955 and 1977, there hadn't been a new piece of equipment installed in this theater at all. It appears to me that the state built the building, threw the junk in that was left over at Fraser Hall, dusted off its hands, and walked away. I figured this out the first time I lit a show in here. I came out on stage and I asked for Area 1. And then I asked again. And they said, it's on. And I looked up, and by God, it was. But it was producing no light. I soon found out that the lighting instruments in the Craft and Pryor Theater really shouldn't have been called lighting instruments. They were darkness projectors. We had a soundboard here. Were you around back then? The soundboard was a reject from some radio station. I don't know where. Probably in Nebraska. It was kept working by the predecessor of Alex Weston, Glenn Bickle. I knew nothing about the soundboard. But one day I was working on the lights and the person up there asked me if I could come up and help. So I did. And I found out that I didn't know a damn thing. And so I saw Glenn down on the stage and I yelled out of the booth, "Glenn, could you come up and help us? We're trying to get the soundboard to work." "Yeah, all right." Now, Glenn was a portly man. And it took him a long time to get up there. But whenever Glenn was under any kind of tense circumstance, he tended to try to do a million things at one time, right? So he walked in and he did this and that to the soundboard, right? And it wasn't working. And then he stopped and he went, and it worked. We all figured out eventually that when Glenn Bickle left the building, nothing worked. And we had this theory that he had a secret switch somewhere that he turned off when he left. That way he would be needed here. So technically, we were at the low end. In fact, there was a sign up in the scene shop that said, "We have done so much with so little for so long, we can do everything with nothing forever." Now, but there was some good news. It wasn't all bleak. There was some good news. There was somebody here by the name of Jim Peterson. Jim was a student here. And in his first, I don't know if it was his first year or second year, but in that year he was given the assignment to design Camelot. He was given a budget of $500. I want to repeat that. That was Camelot. You know the story of King Arthur, right? $500. So Jim did a wonderful job of it. And I came to the first performance, and I witnessed something that I had never seen in the theater before. When the first song started, and I believe it's King Arthur that sings, I'm not sure. There were two follow spots located in the balcony. They were old. Everything in the building was old. And they had fans to cool the lamps. Okay? And when the song started, the follow spots came up, and all you heard in the auditorium was the song stopped, the follow spots went out, and the audience went crazy with applause. I thought, my God, what has happened? This place had trained people to only hear the sound of fans during a musical, and to applaud that. So, Jim, I'm thankful that you were here. You were an immense help to me. And then you graduated, damn it, and you went away. We were looking for a technical director, and we went through about 3 of them, I think. One of them who really wanted to be a master carpenter. One of them who wanted to be over in that corner all the time playing with electronic equipment. And one of them, I forget what his strength was. I don't think he had any. So, I'm thankful that you took the job when we offered it, okay? And I'm also thankful that you created the position of technical director in the University Theater in the way that I thought a technical director should work. And that is that you weren't a glorified shop foreman, or you weren't a glorified master electrician. You were the person that directed the technical department. A final thought. Jim and I had some very funny times. The auditorium in this place doesn't look anything like it did in 1977. It was painted I believe, a kind of pale beige. The acousticum, that big piece of wood that hangs up over the orchestra pit, was finished in a lovely blonde color. The proscenium arch, those beautiful sandstones, they were all their natural color. So when an actor stood next to the proscenium arch, the stones were brighter than the actor. Oh, I forget. They were covered up by some very ugly flats. Jim was rehabbing the place, and he'd gotten rid of the ugly flats, and then he decided that what we really needed to do, and I agreed, was to paint the proscenium arch. We painted a very dark brown. I agreed, and I didn't think anything more about it. And then one day Jim came into my office and said, "Dell, you realize that we're going to paint the state rock. Do you think that'll cause a problem?" I don't know if it would have caused a problem if we had asked if we could paint the state rock. I think we still would be waiting for an answer. And because of that, we developed a kind of philosophy about dealing with problems like that. It's easier to get forgiveness than it is to get permission. Jim, it's been a distinct pleasure to work with you, and I'm going to miss you. Thank you.
Jim, from all of us to you, blue skies. Please come up.
What, are we doing stage waits?
Just a couple of stage waits, actually.
So this is our last award of the evening. If you remember the theater rally way back in August, we began our year here at KU with 3 bangs on the floor of the Kilty King. And that was done by a freshman entering the program. So it is our tradition to, we've got another name on here. It's our tradition to give the Kilty Cane, just for the evening, to a graduating senior. And so let me tell you a little bit about this, because I think at the rally we don't really know too much about it. So I'm going to talk about it just briefly, and we are going to have our Kilty Cane winner come up and bang the Kilty Cane 3 times so that we can end our wonderful, wonderful academic year and university theater season. So 57 years ago, Jerome Kilty, who is an accomplished actor, writer, and director, came to KU as the first guest artist to play in what was then a brand new theater, the Craft and Pryor. Dale, that was 1957. He played Falstaff at the University Theater's production of Henry IV, Part 1, right here on this stage. This cane was brought from Scotland to be his prop for the production. When Mr. Kilty left, he asked that the cane be used to honor outstanding contributors to the University Theater program who are embarking on professional careers. The Kilty Cane bears the names of all these outstanding students recognized over the years. So once again this year, the Department of Theater is happy to present the 2015 Kilty Cane to an outstanding contributor to our program. Our Kilty Cane winner this year is a student who has made an important contribution to the program with his commitment to theater, his good cheer, his willingness to do anything asked of him, his creativity, and always unique, sometimes wacky, ideas. You have made an outstanding contribution to our program, Thomas Tom. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this fantastic banquet. Safe drive home.